Like for me at least, if I'm when I'm
So I think you sounds good. I'm not really sounding that well, so for some reason. So
okay, so they can hear us now. Like I did over introduction a couple times. Gonna repeat really quick. DAO Mix Cup, Swiss bracket, Douglas versus Alakay, and then Otto versus Motions. Sorry for the delay, Procaster, and so on, so on. And actually, it was just a delaying tactic because Alakay promised to sponsor me the beer, which I didn't buy. So yeah. I hope everything's working now. So the draft. Like I'm kind of confused. They banned ranks twice. So does it mean that the bans only work for enemy, and not global?
not. It looks like the non-exclusive and hidden. So
Okay. Just
so the first Douglas bans one, right, and then Alakay can't see what he's already banned. So it goes the entire way, I think.
Okay. I see it now.
So they
Non-exclusive.
ban 3 steals each before they even show which civils are banned. So
And then
that makes it, of course, difficult for them to do it any. It makes it a bit easier to pick your own saves, at least, since you can pick a save that you want to play yourself, but not want him to play.
So, Motions, can you confirm, is this the right draft? Okay, no. Douglas says it's the wrong draft. Oh, LKC as well. Top 20 DAO casters. Nice. Yeah, I guess doesn't matter too much. Malian versus Persians is, like... I think I would always prefer Malians here. Persians kind of look like a meme, either Warlefant or douche. But of course they are still not weak. Oh, what's happening? $1, I'm rich, man. Thanks a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go to 10 seconds and then we're gonna finally start casting.
I think you can just start immediately, basically, and I'll...
1 sec. Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. So
the interesting start here would be the start of Alakay, right? Not the regular 2 houses, but starting with the barracks immediately, so... We're gonna see some fast aggression here, I'm quite sure of.
Persian instant rush, that's quite interesting. Like with Lithuanians, this is quite common. With 150 food bonus, but Persians only get 50, right? So it will be a lot tighter to pull off. But at least... Oh my god, Alec... I was thinking that he fought his Lithuanians, but no, I think with Persians it might work as well.
It should be close though, considering that it's already starting it, but he's not gonna be able to... At least needs a force drop off quite a bit, I would say.
And it actually is a bit easier on like the micromanagement in the early game because you can delay going on wood for a bit longer. Can drop for
but the issue is that he's already at this point doing Loom, right? I actually cancelled Loom and keep not queuing up. Oh, he's gonna just gonna idle TC.
Well,
they're gonna put him behind the villagers immediately.
I guess he's really confident in his ability to get villager lead. He's already very active with his scout. Didn't find too many of his own resources yet. Doesn't see a second elephant. Meanwhile, Douglas has decent vision around his base already. Sees both of his spores, didn't find 2 of his sheep. And Alakay,
I guess already found the
TC.
TC, yeah.
Yeah, like if he sees a carpet at least.
Well, that's the important thing, right? Now he shouldn't run into anything. I think which is basically the big issue, right? Because if he doesn't jam damage, he's just put himself behind with 2 villagers for no gain at all. So
Douglas is 2 villages ahead, yeah.
And now he also finds the armor camp, so straight running now until there, and still outside of the vision from Douglas.
Douglas knows that the scout is around, comes around with his own scout, sees a militia. Ooh, run, Douglas, run!
That's gonna be 1 villager down, at least.
Oh!
He's sending the boys!
actually true, it's only boys. Only.
Still no looms, so this could be.
Oh my god! Don't villager fight without loom.
Oh
no. And
Let's
like
kill the scout though, but he's also losing his own
to
scout.
stop fighting.
No,
Don't go in. Okay. At least he won't be housed. For now.
Yeah, true.
And only one villager behind, to be fair. Even though he lost 5 units.
Got a question now, what does Alakay actually see on his own base regarding resources? Because he also lost the scout.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he's just gonna scout it.
He'll probably find the second elephant soon, but it's not visible at the moment. Also missing at least 2 sheep.
Oh no, he sees a second boar. And I think he can scout the rest of his map kinda easily with a villager. It's gonna be a bit idle time, but it's not the end of the world, I think.
Douglas also getting in the second war at the moment, so...
Oh my god, Douglas is not on wood and he's gonna lose a slumber camp here. Like...
He's making another barracks as well.
Okay. Loki, Douglas is at this moment 1400 and Alakay is usually between 17 and 1800.
It is quite a big difference, so I guess that's why Alakay is quite confident, because they don't really do an instant dropship versions. Usually, I would say.
I really like it though. You really don't expect it usually. You expect douche, you expect scouts. You don't expect the instant rush from Persians.
Yeah, but you also put yourself behind it to even deal damage, right? The thing is that with Ethereum you can do it without putting yourself behind, which is the big thing there, right? But now Alakay has killed the lumber camp now, so that means that he can also run away with his stuff.
Douglas is now sitting with his militias in his base, which I really don't like. I think the best move, the decision for barracks, you can argue against it, I think, but I would always, in these situations, counterattack. Like, these militias should be in Alakay's base, not in your own, because the damage is already done. You need to get counter damage in instead of,
But also think about the scouting that Douglas has here, right? Douglas has no scouting at Alakay's base at all.
Yeah, that's a good point, yeah.
Personally, I don't think I would even have made those they just get loom and then just send 4 or 5 on wood instead. Because you can take a decent enough fight, I would say, with just villagers. You just can't need to have loom on it at least.
I really like how Alakay is looping around with his militia. Goes unspotted by Douglas, and I think he will feel kinda safe. Now sees the militia coming in on the mill. But by now he has loom at least. Those 3 will get idle time, but they should never get another villager here.
Indeed. Oh, in this sense, the low HP villager. I should still be fine, but that's gonna hurt a bit.
I wish I would be able to do both capture age and streams at the same time, because I would love to see the idle time here on the villager. And the TCs for Alakay.
Well, Alakay is already farming, so it wouldn't surprise me if he does something like a Rush FC here, but never mind, he's already taking up 25 villagers.
I kinda think he's... he knows he is even delayed the mill. He doesn't see a single farm, he knows that Douglas won't be up. Yeah,
Yeah.
Douglas
he knows as well, so...
Yeah, going for fast feudal archers in the tower is deadly. I think
this might be a quick game, because...
I tend I understand the notion that you kind of feel like you want to go FC behind it. Oh, okay.
Thing is that if he goes FC behind it, he just furthers his own lead a lot more, whereas going feudal would be a slightly bigger risk in this game, but of course it is basically already over, right? I also think that Douglas is still missing 2 sheep, or are they been found?
No, he found them. Seems like, or did Alakay lay them? They're not there anymore, at least. I kinda had the exact opposite thinking. I was thinking going feudal here is the safer approach. Going castle, if it's riskier with more like possible reward. Because like if you don't have a really safe map, at least.
The thing is that he knows that he's killed at least three or four villagers, right? He also knows that he was not on berries, so he knows he won't be up any time, right? And he couldn't also not make a single farm at that point either. So you can have a free uncontested road up to Castle Age, where you can then just drop down and make a couple of nice and basically win the game from that point, I think. Okay. You can also just force him to have idle time for a while yet. So.
So you basically just say there's no way for Douglas to have a competitive castle time here. And
indeed, sir.
Oh,
if the middle had been
God.
up, right, I think so. He could have done something, right? Because then he could at least farmed around it. If you look at Douglas' resources, he has 400 wood in the bank at this point, but...
So, Alakay co-pilot donated freaking $16.98 with a message. I have to say, I played Douglas before in a 1v1, and he played like a beast. I'm not kidding, I was very close to resigning. Okay. In that match before, I got confused. I thought you meant in this match. Okay, so in that game before against Douglas. I'm not kidding, I was very close to resigning. Enjoy beer, my friend. Thanks a lot, Alakay. I appreciate it really very, very much. Otto asks is if I'm gonna share that money with my co-caster. Well, if Knudel comes to Germany, I'm gonna be happy to give him the best beer I can find in my flat.
Probably still less than a tenth of the price of the beer I pay in Norway, I guess. So
thanks again, Alakay, and well, heads up, Douglas. If Alakay mentions that he played you another time and was a lot closer, that's totally fine. Like, tournament settings can be really stressful as well, especially if somebody goes for a strat like this. I think...
It also must be said that he knows the difference in elo is there, right? Even if it doesn't directly impact it, it usually would have some kind of subconscious impact just because you know, okay, if I win this, it's gonna be a miracle.
And maybe even without the elo difference, like Alakay is just really proficient at Arabia. I would have died in like 40 minutes. I would have fought 2 minutes longer. I would have been dead afterwards as well. So
if he's playing you, he also picks the map, right? So enjoy your Arabia games then, I guess, Rex.
Yes, we're gonna go Persian douche every game. Shall we go?